Unless... There we go. See, now it shows me live. Before I hit stream and it didn't show me live. It said I was live on my PlayStation, but I don't know. So as y'all can partly hear in the background, yeah, the missus doesn't go until 2 o'clock, so I'm probably not gonna have my cam on, you know. So she could have some privacy. But as the title suggests, I am going to see if I can rebuild my actual house in 76 because of the update. I actually started doing it since the day the update came out. I don't even remember I was still streaming when I told Leo, I'm like, you know what, homie, I think we should recreate our houses if we can in La Vecindad, so that when we're visiting each other, it's like we're visiting each other's actual house. Like, how cool would that be? Like, granted, there's a lot of stuff that's not gonna be one for one, but for being able to get as close as possible with the update, especially because my house, compared to the other houses in the neighborhood, looks like a freaking dollhouse. Like, scale wise, uh, it's tiny. It is freaking tiny. Like, I even contemplated like readjusting the ceiling heights to compensate for like the stair height because the staircases are narrow. So, all right, I'm gonna go into a public. Fuck it, I'm gonna go into a public because this way, once the reset hits, uh, see, I got my Fallout first, so I got my atoms. Uh, what did they have? Actually, so I ended up getting one of these bundles that were on sale, but that is because it cost only 395 atoms, I think it was, and it came with the. Let me see if it's still here. I think it was in the special one. It came with the um board game cupboard. So I was like, you know what? That is a resource creator. And normally resource creators cost 700 atoms. You could probably get lucky and get them for 450, I think, or like 500. I'm tempted to get Mr. Bigglesworth. I'm tempted to get Mr. Bigglesworth, Jojo. Jojo, they got a Sphinx cat. They got Mr. Bigglesworth. Dr. Evils. I was also tempted to get the motorcycle, even though you can't even sit on it. Like, that is such a big misstep, in my opinion. How do you have a motorcycle, but you cannot even at least have the animation to either A, make it look like you're working on it, or B, at least let you sit on it? You know, who wouldn't like to sit on it and go for a little ride? It might be a little bouncy, you know. Might get hit with a little bit of recoil. Might get hit with a 9-month surprise, but I mean, come on, is it worth it? But yeah, still on the fence if I'm gonna get it. But let's hop right into it. My stomach is still fucking killing me. Um, my mama made like a really nice caldo de pollo. Not the rest, you know, she made or sopita de pollo. But the thing is, it's got potatoes, it's got cabbage, it's got. I think she had also zucchini in it, and I forgot to grab that. It's got just a lot of vitamins infused into the broth because of all the veggies, and of course chicken. Mm. And I'm also drinking some pomegranate blueberry acai. I don't know. So yeah. So for those who don't know, we have a neighborhood in 76 for all the homies to hang out called La Vecindad. Leo picked out the name, and I like it. And it's supposed to represent how, although we don't live close to each other, at least in one game world, we live next to each other. You know, it's at least a way when we're hanging out together, we could bullshit. And if anything, we've been contemplating doing like a podcast. We could do a podcast from La Vecindad, just chilling in our houses or coming together in an area in the middle or something. Oh my god. So far, this is the second iteration of my house. And let me see if I can get up close. For the most part, the shape is right. Because this is the shape of my house. Even the height of the windows, thanks to the camp building mechanics, I'm able to set the height of the ceiling, which even now it's still a little high. The height of the ceiling lower, and then because a lot of houses, obviously, in between they have a little bit of a space between the ceiling from the bottom floor and the floor of the top floor of the upper floors, for electrical piping, whatever, what have you. I was able to recreate that, but the dimensions still feel off, and by that I mean it still feels too big, because looking closely from the outside of the house, technically, if I use the grid system of, let's say, a foundation, right? Foundation is split into 4 quadrants in each block. For all intents and purposes, right here is only supposed to be 1 block space, not 2. And then from here, my ceiling, my roof, space-wise from here, it's actually 1 shorter. Because as I looked outside, so I'm going to have to redo it again. The only thing that I have so far at least nailed down spatial-wise is this. But even from the back, yeah, it is 1 square too big, because my kitchen isn't this wide. It's not. Which kind of sucks, because I started building already like the backyard, because we do have a gazebo in the backyard, and our backyard is concrete. We have like a little concrete patio in the backyard, and we have a gazebo set up there. So, and again, the window for the back where the bathroom is, like I did my best to recreate as much as I could. Like I'll go through a quick walkthrough. From the front door when you're coming in, the porch is about 1 square. Maybe technically it's only 1 square's worth, not even a full 2. I'd still have to put the light over here. I chose the Helvetia set because in terms of style for the windows, this is the one that comes the closest height-wise. And I'm able to drop the walls now. Again, thank you for 76 giving us this goddamn update. Because I could drop the height of the wall so that the windows actually sit where they do in my house in real life. My windows sit this low. They really fucking do. My ceiling, I might actually end up dropping this thing just a bit more. Because where I can jump a little here, yeah, no. In real life, I can't even jump for my ceiling height. I stand at 5'9". So when I stand up, I extend my arm. My hand tilts downward, so it's like I'm going, hey. So that is the height. So even here, the height is a little off. The doorway height is actually a little off too, so I might end up dropping the doorway height because it actually might be a little too fucking tall. And as I said, I know the living room isn't this wide, nor is it this long. It's not. But in terms of space wise, and you come in from the front door, and it's essentially the living room. Shape wise, it's this shape where it ends right here, and then here's the doorway to my room, which I'll get into in a bit. And then over here, there's like a little closet area, no door on it too, so it's like a little curtain, and the walls are just painted white. So this is when I start to realize that I have to reduce something. And then over here technically is a little column that stands before they added before they took out. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you're having a great day, Denai Marine. Where the chimney used to be, but they left the shaft there. And see, even the door here, I might just knock down this wall because space-wise for the walkway, it's not this wide. It is actually, like, again, I started using the grid system to better, by that I mean the squares of the floors, because each square can be divided into 4 squares. So technically my hallway is only, I'm gonna implement a different way of doing this, because my hallway isn't that wide. It's only about, the one walkway's worth. See, a one by is like that wide. That is the width of my hallway. So even this, I would have to knock down this wall. So I'm gonna have to start from scratch. Well, for the most part, I'm gonna have to tear a lot of this down. But yeah, as you're coming in from the front door, this is the first thing you see, and then here's my bedroom, which see, it isn't this wide, but this is more or less the dimensions of my bedroom. You come in, my bed's on this side. This is where my dresser is, my closet. This is where my TV sits. So I can even see right here, space-wise, no, I got too much width. And then right here, this is the space I have where my AC sits. And then my wife has her dresser, or her little thingy. And then here is the door that goes, in real life, this goes to our basement. So yeah, like, to be able to get to the basement, I have to go this way, then open the door, and then go down to the basement. And yes, the stairs that lead upstairs are right here in our actual house. And then, like, if you're coming down this hallway right here, this is where our driveway technically would be. So I might even be able to move the whole house 1 block over if I decide to just switch it up there. So normally, here's the other thing I'll admit. Normally this door we don't even use because it's blocked off with things. I know it's a fucking fire hazard. But our actual house door, we don't fully use the front door because it's like blocked off with random stuff, so you can't even open the door. And technically this window, a while ago, some fucking punk kids came in and like they just threw a ball or something at the window, so they broke that window. And I think width-wise, the kitchen is right, yeah. Width-wise, the kitchen area is right, but it's not this long, so I do have to reduce this. Height-wise of our ceiling, yes. This is the highest point in our house, where we have the ceiling like this. And then we have one light fixture here, one light fixture here, which I wish we would give in like 360-degree rotation for our light fixtures in-game. Oh my god, this sits so well in my stomach. I'm gonna have to post pictures in the Discord of this before I finish it, because my God, nothing beats a nice hot soup when you're having stomach issues that's infused with a bunch of vitamins and stuff. You know, that is just great. Um, and there goes my third party control. And yes, our staircase is essentially this narrow. I think I'm gonna have to use the floor squares. Because the hallway itself is 1 square wide, which is about the width of a door. A little wider than the door. Yeah, so that is right here. This is about the width of our hallway. So I have to redo this. But I love that I can redo this now in 76. Staircase, I would say same. I could probably extend the width of the stairs a little more. Like, I'll try to make it more scale in scale with these squares. But yeah, our stairway goes up like this, which I'm yeah, our I don't even have that many steps in our stairway, because our height is not that high, like, for the house. But yeah, this is the shape of our stairs in the house too. I have to, like, move this one. Do I have to move because I'm too close? Maybe. And a little more. About there, yeah. Yep, that's about it. So then you come upstairs, and then yes, this is pretty much how narrow our damn hallway is upstairs too. And then you turn this way, and right here is the bathroom door. And our bathroom, this is essentially the dimensions of our bathroom. You got your sink, you got the toilet, and then right next to it is the tub, which, again, I don't think this is fully a square worth. Let me see. It kind of is, kind of isn't. So I guess maybe our bro, when you get 1 square's worth. Let me see. Can I even fit the damn tub on it? Like, I'm gonna have to delete all of this to redo it, but I can't see. It's too dark. Yeah, see, so what the fuck? Yeah, so our bathroom is about 1 square's worth in width, because the tub just fucking fits in our bathroom, like, snug up against the 4 fucking wall, well, the 3 walls, I guess. And I was able to make these walls out of that. So technically, our bathroom is like a 1 by 2 square. I would say maybe a little more than 2 squares. That's what I'm saying. I have to rescale, work the scaling of the house. I have to rework the scaling of the house, because, all right, so the bathroom is more or less accurate in terms of dimensions. Yeah, our hallway is not. This is what, 2 walls worth. Yeah, no. Our hallway for the front bedroom is not 2 full walls worth. It's like 1 wall, and then that means technically, yeah, even this is off by what, 1 square maybe. So then there's probably, This might actually be about right. And then 1, 2, and then the other one would be here. And then the other one would be the hallway. So see what I mean? Like, I have to redo the scaling because if the bedroom... This is the space that I have for the front bedroom in our house. Upstairs. So then technically this is where I have to adjust the length of it. Because our wall is like one full panel and then one half panel. Because then the other one is where the hallway takes place. So then it's like this wall. Let me see if it'll let me grab it. Like, now this camp finagling is done in a different way. Not the collide. Let me try free. So I would just slide it about. Where is it? I would say yeah. This would be more inclined. And then the stairs and the hallway for upstairs is right here. Because I know my sister's bedroom, her bedroom isn't this wide either. So then space-wise it'd be 1, 2. So that's 1 square here. And then 2 squares here. So 1, 2. And then a half square. And then the other half would be there. So that's 1, 2. That's 3. So then up here is technically 3 floor blocks and 1 left over for the bathroom. So yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink this all over again. Width-wise, it's 1 too wide. Length-wise, it's 1 too long here. The only thing that I was able to nail down pretty accurately then was at least the width of our kitchen. I would say, because that's 1, 2, and then I think that's 1 here. A little too wide. Yeah, it's a little too wide because it's supposed to be like 1 square's worth. That means the floor technically right here it separates at a weird spot because it's 1, 2, right? Like that, and then 1 here. But then technically right here is where it splits, where 1 would be for the bathroom. So overall, it's essentially like 1 full square too long. Because then the other one gets split between 1 being added for the kitchen area and 1 being for the bathroom itself. And then just length, like width-wise here. So length-wise, that's where I got to shorten it. And then width-wise, I technically got to shorten half of this and chop it in half so it's only like this much. Alright, so I got to rescale everything again. So then that means I don't know if I should move just the whole base over. Like I might do that. I'm gonna put away everything I have. Like this, it fucking sucks because the first night I was working on this, I was up for like what till like 5 in the morning with the first iteration of the house. And then yesterday I was up to like 2:30 in the morning. Well, 2 o'clock in the morning with this second iteration of the house. And even afterwards, I was rattling my head like, no, something still feels off. It still feels like it's too big. Giggity. And so, also, let me give a shout out to Tonight Marine. There we go. But definitely the Helvetia set is the set I want to go with. So then my other question is, should I level everything off? Because technically, between the kitchen and... So what it looks like to me from the floor plan, because when you go down to our basement, over here, beneath this wall, there's actually a doorway that lead to what would be outside. And even the kitchen itself feels somewhat disconnected because it's not sitting on actual concrete. The whole kitchen is sitting on a wood frame on dirt, on these cinder blocks along the edge. Like that's all it's sitting on. And when we had an earthquake not that long ago, yeah, the house fucking shook and the frame got completely off-centered. Like the frame of the house, we got a crack in one of the walls and everything, and it seems like slowly the house is tilting. Because even in my sister's bedroom, there's a floorboard that now has a bit of a gap that it didn't have before. So it's like, yeah, no. So the house is like slowly tilting forward. Either that or the floorboard itself is like rotting and it's just sinking inward. But that either or it's not a good time. So it's like technically all of this up here, all of this has to go. All of this, all of fucking this. As you can see, I pretty much started doing it like wishy-washy for this, but I can't believe I didn't think about doing like using the floor grid for the house building. Like I should have done that. That's what I should have done. Like snapping those squares, unsnapping them just as I need them to give me a bit more of a straight line. So I'm just gonna leave that. Damn it, that means all these stairs, like, yeah, I freaking made my stairs myself out of the wood planks, which in hindsight, instead of using these, my damn ass, like, did I use, yeah, see, I'm using the 1 squares. But even our stairs isn't fully a 1 square. They're like half, like 3/4 of a fucking square. Our house is small, is what I'm saying. Like, it is small. Yeah, that means I'm gonna have to put everything in the patio, because then even the patio, I'm gonna have to rescale it a little better. Like I could leave some of the stuff that's dangling like on the outside. Like that can stay. But in terms of the actual stuff on the patio, and yes, we do have a small dryer just chilling in her kitchen, a small compact dryer, because our basement doorway is fucking narrow, so it's not like we can even put a washer and dryer in the basement. Like, yeah. Alright, so put all this away. Put this away. Put this away. Because technically right here we have 1 counter, so it would be like a counter's worth. Now we would have the stove. Should probably put snap mode. And then we have yeah, like this is more or less the width. So I could get rid of this because our kitchen is like one square, right? Counter. Then we have the stove. Then we have another counter. Then we have the sink. Then we have another counter. And then right here, the one square that's the staircase that leads upstairs. So there you go. Like this is where the wall should be split. So this shouldn't even be here. Yeah, because this, we don't need this. Because this is the space where the stairs go up. And then this is where the floor itself ends. And then, because of that, again, let me get a, widthwise, I'll get the regular, you know what, let me revert these to regular concretes, because then it'll make it easier to visually see the space I should be working with. See? Because right here, this is too wide. Kitchen is actually right there. Full 2 squares and then 1 square out. And then right here is the 1 square space that we have for... Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the other thing I was contemplating, because technically our kitchen, as I said before, our kitchen is not even fully connected to the original house by conventional means. So there is a little lip. But then I don't even know if I should even include that lip. Because there is a lip between the kitchen and the hallway that leads to the living room. So this I could get rid of. Because I can just make this gap the gap for the hallway. That yeah. And there is a little lip, but it's more like right there. Like that is the lip difference between the kitchen and the living room. The hallway that leads to the living room and the other rooms. So I don't know if I should even include that. I mean, technically, I would have to if I want to try to make it as accurate as possible, right? Like all the fucking work. Like as a builder, I don't fully mind it because it makes you push your mind to its creative limit as to what you can do. And that was the whole point behind this update. They want camp builders because they do have a monthly contest for best camp build and whatnot, and people get to vote on it. And it's like, for anybody who's creative, it's a bit of an incentive to want to build a camp. But it is very time consuming. It is something you do have to like try to plan and organize and think ahead and even blueprint, you know. And yeah, the floors we have are like all the same hardwood type floors, so they're not this dark. They're actually like a more tan color, but I don't think I have that set. So it's like even the doorway, I might have to. Wee! I fall. Sorry, my cat. Wee! Sorry, Mr. Biscuits. And I even I made the wall with that. Oh my god. All right. I think I could kind of just start with this. Actually, no. Let me get rid of the side walls too, because Okay, so because technically our stairs themselves too, they're not like a double white stairs. They're not. So the question is, do I want to center my house more this way or center it more this way? I kind of do like the thought of having it more this way here. Let me get the heck off of this. Because then I could have... Let me replace these with the regular ones. These concrete ones. So I gotta make it easier to visualize the grid work. Because that means this I don't need. Like, one full block I do not need. Which means this I can move closer this way. And there's a bit of a hill here. Downside with the new building system is you can't pick up and carry everything together. Now it's all individual unless you blueprint it, which kind of sucks. Because I don't wanna have the house too close to that either. So. And that means I could also tuck the house in one square more. But again, it's like, do I want to have it? Push forward one or push back? Because then if I push it back, even though, yeah, it'll still be like close to the tree, I don't have to make the stairs as big. So let me... Because before I technically had this shit all the way here. Yeah, see, that way I don't have to make the stairs as, like, further down. And then I could scoot it over this way. Say about there would be a good spot then. Because then if I'm going to have one square, at least it'll be just one square hanging out. Or, actually, no. Here might be best. This way I just have the one square sticking out this way. Or even still, I could probably scoot it over a little more. So this way I have like a little walkway. Because technically outside our house, we do also have like a little... Alright, so then let me move this. Wait, that pulled it together? What the fuck? No, what the fuck? I accidentally deleted it. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, don't delete, don't delete. Snap. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And then technically... So then this... Would it be collide? Yeah, no, because then it actually bumps it up. It would be free. And then it'd be one full square space over like so. And just bring it down a bit. Right there. Okay. So then this one I should be able to snap it to this one then. Maybe. Let me snap it. No, it won't. So then same thing, I just gotta ease it over. I can lend it to you maybe tomorrow. I'll snap to your... What? Oh my god. Stupid ass. So, yeah, this is more of the fucking dimensions of our house. So take this, drag it over one. Right fucking there. I mean, I might be able to snap it with the wall. Yeah, that works. Pay you for your services. Oh my god. Pay you for that ass. God damn it, Leo. You're just like, the fuck? Wait a minute, the fuck? Why is the walkway on the floors? But now I don't see my concrete floors. Oh, it's because this floor's not foundations. Sure. Más pendejo eso, ¿verdad? See, I can't snap it. I can't snap it. I mean, technically I can. I think. But I would have to like get rid of this one and then re-snap it. So, will it? Will it let me re-snap it? No. Leo's right. We need an undo button. We need a fucking undo button. I don't want the fuck. Where's my... Should I just use the concrete? No. Snaps to that, right? Can I snap it sideways? I can snap it this way. But then I could snap that, and then I could snap this here. And then I could take this, move that there. Take this, can I snap it over? I can snap it over one. And take this, put that away, and then take this, snap it over one. Bam! So there is a way I can force snap things. Cool. So this way I have my actual scaling as like accurate without fucking finagling the walls. Learn something new every day, people. And then I should be able to add another wall to this, right? Just snap it to that, maybe. Interesting. I thought this was supposed to snap to, like, snap. So did I just get fucking lucky and I just got lucky apparently, okay. Now the question is, will I even be able to make the window the one square? That's gonna be the real question. But then, can I snap this to that? I can, I just gotta... Alright. So this is the dimensions of my house in terms of width. And I wish, I mean, technically you can do like that. But then I feel like I kind of misaligned it a bit. Maybe not. Okay, did it. Cool. I should be able to snap it to the bottom one, right? Maybe. Come on, let me do my witchcraft. Then I would have to get a wall again, I think, and then force it to snap to that. So I would have to take this and get another one. Snap it. Move this out of the way real quick. So move it out of the way. And take this. Will it snap to that? If not, okay, it's fine. Because what I can do is just use one of the roofs. The one I like to use is the one I'm going to be using for my house anyway, so snap that. Move this over here. Snap that here. Then connect the wall here. Then connect this over here. No. Is it too low? It might be too low. Well, shit. Or maybe I just have to like remove this, then force connect it, then force connect it. But then here's the other thing. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. But this, right? Not only does it have to be one lower like that, it technically also has to come in one square. So how do I make it go in one square? Alright. Same as what I did before. Take the 1 square floor. Let's snap it. Maybe Actually, no. Let me see. Put this. Snap to you. Well, let's snap to there. And take this off. The fact that you could build your camp like this now is like... Put that there. Take this off. I'm just going to leave it off to the side for now. Put this right there. And voila. So that is... I am essentially doing a bit of a tutorial with the new camp building stuff at the same time as I'm building my camp. So, to anybody who ends up watching this later on, you're welcome. This is going to be such a glitchy fucking mess. And then so over here, pretty much just repeat the process. If it lets me snap it right off the bat to it, then that's great. But it's probably gonna, yeah, no, it's gonna make me have to do the thing. So can I, because it's overlapping, I should be able to move it in between, maybe? It's free floating there. Because now I can't decide which one it's snapping to. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So then I just gotta do what I did before. Take that wall, snap the roof.